Mei Ling sighed. Feeling a bit forlorn, her shoulders slumped forward. Sure, the pay was great. Hell, who was she kidding? A six-figure income far surpassed what she'd ever imagined. But what she hadn't anticipated was the loneliness that came from occupying a position of power, which, up until that point, had been controlled by a man. She'd tried her best for the last month and a half, not only to prove herself adept as a leader, but also approachable as a boss. Every position at the corporation had merit, and she valued each person, male or female, who was working on the development project. But try as she might, she'd only succeeded in gaining the reputation of being the Iron Bitch. Mei Ling rolled her eyes. "The Iron Bitch," she repeated aloud, "with ice in my veins and a padlock on my pussy." Oh, she'd heard the rumors. She just wasn't sure where they'd originated from, the guys or the women. There were very few females working in her department, and aside from her secretary, Shin Shu, none of them liked her. She could tell by the pinched looks and tight-lipped expressions that every single one of them probably thought she'd slept her way to the top. The men were even worse. Most only spoke to her when absolutely necessary, and a few outright ignored her, even when she addressed them. Like it or not, she was their boss. Disrespectful behavior as such couldn't continue, not if she hoped to gain any respect at all amongst her subordinates. As painful as the rumors of her being cold-hearted were, Mei Ling hated the ones concerning her sexual orientation even worse. There had been no flirtatious jokes, no bold brushes against her person, or even any subtle come-ons for her to deny. So how could anyone claim she liked women? In fact, she'd never worked around so many stiff-lipped, arrogant, by-the-book men in her whole life. While she certainly wouldn't consider dating anyone who worked beneath her, it just wasn't good business. There wasn't a single man in the department who even remotely raised her interest. Mei Ling grunted with disgust before taking another sip from her glass. It really didn't matter what her subordinates thought. Let them believe she liked women. Who cared? She knew the truth, and so did any of her former lovers. She liked men. Oh, did she like them. Not boys. Not uneducated fops with scarcely a dozen experiences under their belts. Not fresh students plumb out of college. No, she liked real men. Hot, hard, long, and strong. An exquisite shudder worked its way up her inner